Wake
It's
up.
time. Wake up. It's ripple time.
Ripple, ripple, ripple. Look, I am feeling a little bit...
Sleepy.
yes.
Tired.
Sorry about that. Look at that. Wait. I got my coffee right here. Have you got a coffee?
I've got coffee as well.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Onsen Ripples, episode
28.
28.
Yay.
This is just flying through.
Woo, every week, pretty much. Yeah.
See how that coffee just went bang.
You're awake. He's awake.
That's what we do. Well, it's been a very eventful May.
Yes, it has been.
Lots of events. That's why it's eventful. Full of events.
Full.
And we're closing down now. What is it? May 23rd now. I hope everyone had a really wonderful May time.
May time.
I can't even think.
And yeah, we
What
just
else?
had a new moon.
We
so,
did.
Yeah. It was like
Is it giving you energy? It's not giving me anything.
well, normally like around the new moon time, people get affected by the moon and get sleepy and all those
Really?
things. Yeah,
You think I'd be more outside going, oh?
that's full moon.
That's full moon, right? Okay. And it's not
Yes.
just because I'm really hairy either. I just go
Turning
outside.
into wolf.
I just go outside and do that anyway, just for the sake of it, because it helps me. Yeah.
Gives you energy.
No, it just makes me release energy. Yell as loud as I can sometimes, but that's good because I have another job that I'm allowed to yell as loud as I can.
What is the
I
job?
sing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect release of energy. I like doing that too. Speaking of release of energy, today, what are we talking about?
Relax. Don't
We're back
do
on
it.
the songs. Look at you.
No, stop singing.
Relaxed. Is that one? That's what we're doing? We're talking about relaxing?
Relaxation. Chill, baby, chill. Yes. Time
It's
to chill.
another song.
I can make this into like a musical.
You
How's
can.
that? We should
Musical
do that.
ripples.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I like it.
Hi.
ありがとうございます. See, we're working.
We're still working. And
Yeah.
we're nice and relaxed working.
Yeah.
Relaxing
nice.
is a funny thing though. It's like not everyone can do it. Because I know, like for me personally, I'm very relaxed most of the time.
Yeah.
And I actually like being stressed out sometimes too, so it helps me.
Well, you need it. Yeah,
You
it's
do?
a balance. You cannot always relaxed.
I think,
Always.
Yeah, I
It's
think it
not-
comes down to when I was a kid. I had this like these sports that I loved, like Australian football and these quick energy bursts, and then kind of like you're moving, and then it's like, and then it's like, not that there's anything wrong with marathon running or something like that, but it just doing that long steady run for a long time wasn't in my DNA. I had to get that quick release, and then
Chill.
yes, but that actually gave me a kind of a good steed in life. I think that up and down sort of it made the body balance, and then you learn how to relax because that down part with doing a lot of sport actually, there's a lot of things like ice baths after it and stuff like that, which and even after you run a whole lot and you play the game, they're still on the bike, just that little wind down, and that kind of like made my whole life in that mode. So despite having a lot of grey hair there, which kind of looks cool actually. Oh, I don't mind it.
Hello, George.
George Clooney? No, he
Yes.
doesn't look like this.
Okay.
But that kind of just,
What?
I don't know. It was good with the black hair though.
Yeah.
I like that too, like shiny black raven hair.
It was.
But this is me. I'm grey today.
Yeah. Sure.
Going now to relax. How do you relax?
Go for a bath.
Not everyone can.
I already did that this
I know,
morning.
I can see you're really fresh here.
Yeah.
I'm still just waking up.
And also walking outside, get
Yeah.
some fresh air in the garden. Walking with Cosmo.
So there's a lot of people watching this out there. Well, I hope so. But don't have access to a big onsen or nature. Have you got any tips? How do you relax? If you live in the city, or
Well,
if you're stuck behind the computer screens all day, because these are added stresses to your life as well, even though it's work. I mean, people speaking of football, recently we've lost 2 coaches in our, from burnout, from stress.
Really?
Yeah, another one left this morning just suddenly. He's got 2 years to run on his contract. One of a great team. So hang in there, buddy. Yeah. But it's huge news.
Yeah, stress is a big thing these days. Like, I don't know. I think I get stressed sometimes.
You never get stressed.
I do. I do every now and then. It's the balance. Yes, I do get stressed, but I know how to release the stress. That's the big thing. You have to know how to get rid of it. And I think if you live in a city, I used to live in a city as well.
We did,
Yeah, but there's always, even just a small park. There's trees and like soil. So you just need to get in touch with the earth, nature, in somehow.
A while ago, I was reading this study, and with science and psychology journals, as you do in your free time, and it was talking, and it was exactly the same thing. Now I was wondering, that's great to be in touch with nature, but this specific study was done to a lot of people who had no access because people are cutting down trees when they're in the big cities and stuff. And even though they make the parks, and they're really nice parks in some of the big cities, but a lot of people live in, on top of each other in apartments and stuff. But the study shows that just by looking at pictures of nature, your body releases some hormones and endorphins that help you relax. So, screensavers, things like that, they're wonderful things. I mean, if it just comes up, just a quick glimpse of something nice, something about nature. It has to be about nature, though. Anything to do with a floating plant. Not only flowers, but like tree and something green. It's the colours, and it's so there is that. You just have to look at a picture of nature. You don't have to have the access to nature. Even that helps, apparently. Yeah. Scientific studies have shown it. So it's not just
just the smell as well.
Well, that's different.
The smell of flowers and stuff. It just makes you relax a bit.
It does help you. And that's the main thing. If you can, the best way to do it is the 5 senses. If there's one way of getting the perfect peak of your relaxation, it's to hit all those 5 senses. What are we doing, the monkey thing?
Touch it.
Yeah, so it's like sight, smell, taste, and
hearing.
but if it's pretty difficult for us to get time off from busy schedules and families and social commitments and work and all sorts of things like that. So let's break it down to the very basics. What do we need? What is the basics of life?
Fresh air,
and water.
And water.
That's the 2 things. And these things are also connected to like relaxation, right? The big ones. Yeah. So if you can't even get out and do all your little go for a holiday away or something like that, breathing, air, number 1. Any tips? Quick one.
Slow breathe. Breathe in and breathe out.
That's it. You only have to do it for a couple of minutes a day, and that just changes the whole balance of your body.
Yeah, focus on breathing, because normally we don't. We just breathe without thinking.
Yeah.
But just focus on breathing. Breathing for about 10 seconds, and then breathe out in 20 seconds. That kind of slow breathe. Even
shorter, if you can. The basic thing is just finding a safe spot where you can sit or lie down for a minute, less than a minute. I mean, we can
just
find a minute.
Take time for yourself.
Yeah. And even sitting can do it, but I think put your hand on your chest or your belly, and because you need to feel that going in. And just little doesn't really work, but it's got to go in, hold it in there, and breathe out. And that's just every now and then take a little bit of time out and just do that, and that clears a lot of stress, and which builds up any release of intention.
Let it go.
Again with the songs. It's turning into a musical, isn't it?
Funny.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yes.
This whole thing's a musical.
Life is about music.
It is.
Yeah.
And sure, the next one would be water.
Yeah.
The most cleanest Arigatou gozaimasu. It's good to get some nice clean water.
Yeah.
But if you know,
Our body's made of water.
well, yeah. So drink, not coffee and stuff like that. No.
Good water. Good water.
Any kind, so just every now and then, it's good to have like just a glass of water.
Yeah.
That's good. So that's your basics: air and water. We need those two. And if you can't, you don't have like those to go for a resort area for 3 weeks for, pampering treatment for your thing.
Ooh,
Just
pamper.
get those things in you. That's very, very important.
Yep.
Air, water,
Very basics.
relax. So that's the two basics. Of course, we can extend on that. You can get all the little breathing tanks and stuff like that now. You can go totally
You can.
out there and get the whole
If you can.
experience if you can afford it, because some of those things are expensive.
Yeah.
But if you can't, and that's all right, everyone's got access to air.
Yes.
Well, hopefully, if you don't have access to air, then you're in space.
You're in space. That's
You're in
quite
a
interesting.
whole
too.
different space there. And water. Hopefully, we all can have like a little bit of water every now and then.
And a bath.
Well, that's different.
Okay. All right.
That-
Never mind.
Yes,
That's a different level.
That's a different level. I'm talking about the basics here.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, if you can have a bath, that's great.
Well, if you live in Japan, it's kind of easy access to a natural bath.
Yes,
I
that's
think.
true. Well, that's it. The Japanese culture prioritizes that sort of thing. So other people out there, and it's not a priority.
But if you come to Japan,
It
you
is a
have to
priority.
yeah, it is. You got to experience this.
Yeah, of course.
So, this is the onsen.
if
That's
you
why we're
already live
doing
in
this
Japan-
onsen ripple.
Ripples. So that's with the two of them. We've got air and we've got water.
Yep.
And we've got the two types
There's
of things that we really need to work on as far as relaxation, because these are the two things that stress you out the most. And it's physical stress and mental stress. And mental's one's becoming a bit more of an issue these days.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got a lot of money and access to a whole bunch of things, physically, what can you do to release it? Walk. What if you just
Do some stretching. Ooh. Yes.
you just cracked?
Yeah. See? Stretching is good. Oh,
Crunch.
yeah, more
You're
crunches.
right. You're a bit too relaxed there. It's all just
Getting loose.
all right.
Yeah.
But the physical side of things too, and depending on everyone, is very different. But one that also is very easy for you to do, just like breathing, is tensing your muscles and releasing it. The same way as you breathe. Yeah. And it can, if you get good at it, you can kind of concentrate all the muscles. And starting with a simple thing is with your face. It's stupid, but it actually works. So,
Yeah.
and the same way as you do the breathing, and the same way as you do your breathing, the 3 in, 3 out,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. The same, it exactly works the same way. Try and think of all that. We've got thousands of muscles in our body, and each of them needs to be like just clenched up and released. And this thing helps too, whether it's your shoulders, your back, your chest, fingers, right down to your toes, little toes. And or I've got
Yeah. Big toes.
big hobbit toes. Mine. Frodo.
All right. And?
Well, that's it. That's the physical side of things. You can do that. This one's a little bit harder. The mental relaxation.
Mental relaxation.
Any tips on that one? Because it's in there,
It's all in your head.
and it's not like we can just tense up those and get rid of it, or breathe into your head. Put a couple of holes there and going to get the air in there. But we need to do that because that's where it's built up. And again, with the studies and science studies, it's the build-up of negativity that causes, like a constant. It never releases. So somehow we need to work out how to get something positive in there. How do you do?
Here's the thing. At the end of the night, before you go to sleep, you think of something good that happened in a day. Just name 1, 2, 3 maybe. Something positive just before you go to bed.
Yeah.
So you finish the day with something positive and fall asleep. Then you keep doing that, and brain thinks, it's been a good day. It's been a good day, and just
I'll have to try that.
you have to.
Usually I have ice cream. That's pretty good.
That helps too, I think.
fall asleep
but
with ice
it's
cream.
not good.
It's not very healthy
It's
for
not
you.
healthy.
Well, I've stopped that.
Good.
That's the other thing. This relaxation can be very addictive.
Yes, not good. Health is very important.
Yes, it is. I'm relaxation.
Yeah, no.
But that's great. I've never. Do you do that all the time?
Every now and then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to try that tonight.
Yeah.
How does it affect your dreams at all?
I don't know. I don't dream.
You don't dream.
I don't remember the dreams. I just sleep like that.
Yeah, but the mental thing, similar sort of ideas have come up with a lot of psychologists, and one way is to write a positive thing that's happened, and it doesn't have to be something like, because a lot of people feel depression creeping in there. That's you're making a list of something something that you're grateful for.
Had a nice coffee with a husband in the morning.
That's right. So even as simple as that works. So a small little list of whatever you can think of.
Yes.
If those things are, but it has to be. You've kind of got to release that negativity that might be there, and a list including something as small as hey, I watched a funny program, or this person this person said something nice to me, or I had a coffee. That was the best coffee I've had in a long time. It was like, or going back to anything in your past or your history that you might have been grateful for, or a happy time. That was a great day at the beach.
Oh, happy days.
Again with the songs.
Happy days. See, it makes you happy.
I know. It's the thought at the end of the night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And also, every day, the whole day, your brain's working all the time, thinking. It never stops thinking. Even when you're dreaming, I think it's working. That's why we dream and stuff.
Yeah.
But the moment you soak your body in a bath, that's when you just go, and also that's the time that your brain actually stops and washes everything away.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing about taking a bath. Yeah. All right, I gotta help
Mama
Mum.
Son's here.
Go on.
Yeah, so that's one of them. And we're back. Had a little bit of a connection error, but the big ones: air, water, physical, mental. That's what you have to remember. And so there's, like I said, there's different ways to do it, and you can do it as simple as just breathing, drinking a glass of water, or sitting down and just tensing out for that. Simple as for your mental stress, just writing something down, thinking of some nice thought. And for those people who work on the computers, any kind of like screensavers and stuff also help. But some of us, the lucky few, have access to things like a bath.
Yes, lucky.
And last week, I did mention that we had. I'm going to go for another little bit of a roam here. So last week we were talking about this guy here, Mr. Inagaki-kun. He's here again on a Tuesday, and and this is our event board. So he's back here again. That's his magic foot there. Now he's got a different kind of relaxation effort for you, and he works all things to do with stresses. And we've got a little kangaroo on there, a koala pressing down on a kangaroo. And so let's give it a little sample of how he works. Have we got a volunteer? So he doesn't speak any English, well, not enough to have a conversation, but he's this is the little area that also helps us relax. Let me just take you down to this tatami area here while it's set up. This is the view from our counter. How lucky is that? So we don't need a screensaver for this one. And can we come in? Knock. Let's see what's behind the screen doors. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mr. Inagaki. Inagaki-san. Arigato. Thank you. So this is his little workshop here. And there's a lot of benefits here for the... We'll watch a little bit of what he does.
Look what he's going to do.
Setting up his foot. Yeah. And it's... And we lost her. She's gone. It's out. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits for working with the foot. For number one, you know, with fingers, they tend to be a little bit tired and stuff. And I've got someone. Can I just put you here to discuss it?
Every now and then, it's customer in the morning to most, and if it was the masseuse with really tired, she's doing it. Then when I tired,
Look like much time all over you. It's true. There's a technique, and we'll get right into there. Oh, look at that. Arigato. You. I think we're there for the day.
yeah.
Let me flip it. So enjoy. To see you. Thank you, Inagaki. Arigato. We'll let them fit there. I don't think she's out. We've lost fair enough. Yes. Relaxation into you. Even if you find like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, longer the better. You can come back. The longer the better. The idea is to get at least some. Of course.
Nice.
Finish that.
Yeah, I will. I just wanted to say to everyone.
Thank you so much for watching. You're right.
Already relaxed.
We've got quite a different forms of relaxation coming, like events with the. We've got Easy Week. Some other. We've got music events up and,
and dance.
Dancing as well. So.
Not those dances, but.
And we've got a nice little in here. Pure. And
The magic.
next week, the Onsen will be off.
I won't be here.
You won't be.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's all right. But doing your stuff somewhere else. Talk about that later. But we've got a couple of events, and lucky because we have access to us and come and stay here. Access to and Onsen, and we feature as well. Need screensaver. Got the thing out there.
If you want, you can do the digital talks after any work and on.
Yeah. You know, I in last year I met a guy.
Yes.
Our special.
I can.
Really want to pick up an interview, and we'll know about that. He's a young man, So if we
We love him.
tuck it,
Happy with you.
yes, I'll let people know that we're you.
Sure.
He's brilliant. And he'll hold out all the different massage you need to know. And it's like, he is everywhere. I'll leave it. He's an interesting. So I took that one, Kenneth, someday, and but everyone out there is not
Chill.
everyone's in chilling. We'll see.